If you're not fertilizing this season, you're going to be pretty disappointed compared to your neighbor's flowers. So if you've never fertilized before, or you want to learn a new technique, today I'm going to show you how to fertilize. Last year I showed you how I fertilized through my big injector because I need a fertilizing injector because I garden so much and have so many things to water that using a watering can isn't always practical. But today I'm going to show you how to use a watering can for a more practical garden. So let's get to work. It's pretty easy, guys. When it comes to fertilizing your plants all season long, I highly suggest a water-soluble fertilizer. You can get water-soluble fertilizer pretty much anywhere that has a garden center. And water-soluble fertilizer is in a powder form. When you're shopping for water-soluble fertilizers, you want to really look at it. So if you're going to be using water-soluble fertilizer on just flowering annuals, then you're going to want to make sure to get something that's more for blooms and blossoms, like a bloom booster. But if you're going to be using it on flowering annuals and vegetables, then you're going to want to get more of an all-purpose water-soluble fertilizer. If you're an organic grower, then this will not be for you. I always just throw my fertilizer into this little container because this container can close up nice and it can be safe from the rain, from my kids, from anything. I can toss it, drop it, and it doesn't spill everywhere. So that's why I like to use just like a little container like this, like a Ziploc. And then what I do is I keep a little scoop in here. This scoop right here is 2 tablespoons. Whenever you buy a water-soluble fertilizer, you turn it around and it gives you the directions on how to use it, which is super easy and simple. But today I'm going to show you how I use it. Today's brand I am using is the Schultz's all-purpose water-soluble fertilizer. I tend to prefer Jack's water-soluble fertilizer, but I usually get that on Amazon, and when you're fertilizing and you run out, you're in a pinch of time, you don't have time for Amazon to show up at the front door, so you kind of have to go out there. So you can find Schultz's at Lowe's, Home Depot, or Menards. So all I do is I take half of a scoop, I drop that into my watering can. Then I go ahead and add water. As I'm adding water, I'm stirring with the hose that's actually in there. So that way you're really stirring that fertilizer into the water. Once you get it all filled up, you're ready to go ahead and water some of your flowers. With my big baskets, I tend to use an entire can, and I fertilize once a week. So once a week, this basket is getting a full can of fertilizer water. What you want to do is lift up on your basket foliage. You don't want to pour the water on top. That's defeating the whole purpose of pinching and not getting a flat top basket. So watering plays a huge role just as much as pinching does. So let's lift up that foliage, put the end of the watering can there, and go ahead and put it in there. And there you go. You always want to make sure with your big baskets too that the water's draining out the bottom. That lets you know that it got watered all the way through the bottom of the root system, and it should be good until the next time it's dry. And there you have it, your super easy and super quick fertilizing lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe to the Lawrence Network.